This is my latest Kenny Wayne Shepherd Signature Series Stratocaster.
Love it.
And I use this.
Okay, so what made you go for the bound fingerboard?
Okay, so I mean, obviously Eric Johnson had a signature. Maybe maybe they still sell that version with binding on the neck. So then I started digging around because there was a small amount of guitars in the mid to late '60s that Fender released that were Strats with bound necks. Brad Whitford from Aerosmith has a mint condition one. I mean, it looks brand new, and it's like Olympic white and has binding. It's just beautiful, right? And then that got me intrigued. So then I started trying to find one of those original guitars, and then I stumbled across a guitar that had a bound neck and had block inlays, right? And rumor has it that they also let a few of those out of the factory. I guess they were trying out different things, and they had other guitars that had block inlays and bound necks, but not necessarily a Strat.
Yeah, the Jaguar or the Jazzmaster, I think. I don't know.
So then, my goal with this guitar, because I had a signature before this, and it was a Mexican assembled Strat, right? So made in Mexico, and we had 3 different models. But the goal behind that was so that young people, the price point was within reach for young people.
Yeah.
They could play guitar, they could, not have to sell an arm or a leg to buy the guitar. And that went really well. But the specs on that guitar are almost completely different than this one. That one had a big, thick baseball bat neck and a 12-inch kind of flat radius on it. Had medium jumbo frets on it. The pickups were different. The body was alder. So we changed it all up. So I went with an ash body, and it's chambered to lighten it up. I mean, it's a light guitar. It's not too bad for an ash body.
Yeah.
Strat.
No, not particularly heavy.
And so that also makes it more resonant. But then we took a factory color and created a custom color out of it. So we took Sonic Blue and created translucent Sonic Blue.
Oh, cool.
But if you're going to make a trans color, then you have to be able to see the wood grain, right? Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. All the early Strats were ash bodies for the most part. So I wanted that look, that kind of 50s translucent Mary Kay kind of vibe, but with this new color. So we chambered the body, lightened it up. I did the Graphtec saddles just like on all my other guitars. We came up with a new version of the Kenny Wayne Shepherd pickups that sound great. They're hotter, clearer, and louder, and quieter, right? All kind of in a similar package. We did a 7 1/4 radius on this because I started thinking about it. I'm like, this is as close to a copy of my actual neck on my 61 Strat as they've ever created. And because to me, that's the ultimate neck on a Strat. It just feels perfect. So, I was like, if we're really going to recreate that neck, it needs to be 7 1/4. And also, all of my custom shop Strats are 7 1/4 radius. So if people want to play what I play, it's going to be 7 1/4. We did 6100 jumbo frets, and we did a matching headstock. And I went back to the original days of the Signature Series and put my signature on the front of the guitar, because when I was a kid and I saw Stevie Ray or Jeff Beck or Buddy Guy, Robert Cray, all those, Eric Clapton, those original Signature Series guitars, all their signatures were on the front. And then eventually they started trying different things. My last one had it on the back of the headstock. Some guys do it on the plate here. But I was like, no, man, we want to do a throwback to the original days of the signature guitar. So we put it back on the front, block inlays, binding, and basically what the goal was is a really great sounding guitar, great playing guitar, but I wanted people to feel like they're getting a custom shop kind of experience.
Yeah, sure.
But it's an American-made Strat, so it doesn't necessarily have the custom shop price attached to it.
Yeah.
So it's a really compelling guitar. It sounds great, and I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I love it.